So I'm still hiking down to my car. I'm getting pretty close. The dogs. And I'm thinking about God's work, about me doing my God's work. I've done a video about this before. That I feel like I'm doing my God's work. When my God's work is done, I have this peace about me. It's like there's something in me that kind of lets go. And I was thinking about it just now again after quite a while that I haven't thought about it. What is my God's work? And my God's work is I feel like this is my God's work, partially. My God's work is being an expression of allowing whatever is coming through me to come through me and bringing it into the world. And by that, I'm bringing my message, the unique message that this avatar, this being, it's like I bring through me the universe or the word of God or an expression of God. I am an expression of God. And the more cleanly I allow the God sense or whatever energies flow through me to flow through me and come out and express into the world, then I'm doing my God's work. And the more I do that, and the more pure I'm able to do that, which is channeling, I guess you would call it, the calmer I become, and it seems like the more things in my life just come into synchronicity. Because if I'm in the right place and I'm doing the thing that is right for me, then the universe has to come in around me and support me in my efforts. So that's the way that I see it. Even if I don't always see the connection between the two are connected. Because if I am being a true expression of myself, then the things that matter to me come into my life. It's a matter of cleaning myself and my own, cleaning myself and my own ego. It's like getting my ego out of the way. That I am separate from it all. I have to make all this happen. I'm the one. I am, all of that, and the emotions. Because when we get tossed into living life, allowing our emotions to run rampant, and because our emotions are coming to tell us something. They're coming to guide us. They're coming to tell us, certain places that we're out of sync. Emotions that we perceive to be as emotions that we don't like to feel. They're coming to guide us. They're coming to tell us something. They're either coming to tell us that we are off balance. Well, they're always coming to tell us that we're off balance. But they're either coming to tell us that we're out of alignment with our true being, or they can also come when our belief system is out of alignment, and then we are being like our nature is calling us to be, but we believe a consensus, which is usually society's consensus of how we are supposed to be. There is no real supposed to be. There's a really strong consensus about supposed to go to school and learn and then go to university and get a diploma, and based on that you get a V if you are acceptable in society or not acceptable in society. And that's just ridiculous when you really think about it. All of that is, first of all, it takes the individual completely out of the equation, because that is, I've been eating these the whole way. There's tree after tree on the side of the mountain. I also found an old, ancient, I'll just show it to you. Horse, where did I put it? What are those things you put on a horse hoof? Like a horseshoe. Where is that? An ancient horseshoe. Get it to where you can see it on the light. How cool is that? That is just so cool. Um, so I feel like with these videos that I'm doing my God's work. Also with the videos, but also with the painting and drawing and being an expression, allowing myself to put myself out there. And also with the souls that I touch. I can see that there are people or souls that are doing a process with me, alongside me, uh, on this journey. And some of them it is more intense. Some of them it's a one-time thing. Some of them, they'll come and have interaction and then they'll disappear for months, and then they'll come and they'll have interaction and disappear for months. It's everybody with their own process. And that is also, I feel like that's my God's work. And I'm starting to really separate, that my God's work, things, there's karma. Things come around. When you are doing your God's work and you are in place with that and you are being the expression that you are meant to be, and you are cleaning yourself so that you can be the purest expression of yourself, of your natural true nature. And we each have a nature to us. And when I am bringing that into life, that is what I am meant to be doing. And when I am being true to myself and true to my true expression, it's like a big computer game. When you put whatever you put in, you get out. And if I'm being completely true to myself and vibrating my true self out, the universe is going to give back to me things that are in sync with that vibration. It can't be different than that. It just can't be different than that. So when you look at it, it's an absolute. It's an absolute. If I am a certain type of person, then the people that will be drawn to me and around me are going to be of a similar kind, like quality, essence. Typically, in different ways. There's so many different aspects to it. But the point that I'm making is that when I am vibrating out, when I am a certain way, the things that naturally connect with that way will come into my life. And if I am perceiving myself as deserving, just by being who I am, and allow myself to do and be things that are in synchronicity with my being, then the universe will come in around me and support me in my way. And it is a leap of faith. It is understanding that and not faltering. And having full faith and not faltering. It's kind of like having faith in God, because it's like karma. Things come around different ways. They don't have to come direct from the direct path of your effort. If you are putting forth effort, first of all, if you're putting forth effort and it feels like hard and like you have to force yourself, you need to take a look at that and see why that is. It's either because you're not in sync with your being, or it's because you are in fear, which is also not being in sync with your being. It's you're afraid to act on your intuitions because you're living in the old world, the old habits, the old ways of thinking, and in egotistical ways of thinking. Also in egotistical ways, I don't mean something bad by that. It's just simply that, thinking that it's you that has to make the difference and not following your intuition, understanding that it's God's work. It's something that is coming through you. Come on, Rexy and Lola. Come on, let's go. We're going to go. Yes, you guys are good doggies. They're good doggies. They jump right in. Jump right in the hot car. So understanding that the means do not always have to come as a direct, from the direct outcome of your efforts. If you are doing your God's work and you're putting forth what you need to be putting forth from this world, naturally you will be provided for through ways that you can't always perceive or know from here. It's just trusting in the all. It's trusting in the universe. And it's also, when you break it down and you look at it in the 3D world, you can also understand how it works. You know, you get up in the morning and you smile at people that you meet. People are going to smile back, and then you're going to have a happy day. That's, it's all, anything that is true, you can find the patterns in nature throughout nature. I think I already did that. Okay, well, thank you for watching this. I got to my car, going to the birthday party. So have a wonderful week.